Hello and welcome back to Sonny Talk Spurs, and today, yet again, we're talking about Harry Kane being linked with a move to Bayern Munich. I'm like a broken record. But if you are new around here, why don't you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. So over the weekend, the Harry Kane saga has been bubbling on and gurning and churning. And, you know, news of a new offer that's going to be offered by Bayern are sort of seeping through and trying to find their way into the ether. But over the weekend, there were a few stories and things that happened that really, really annoyed me. So first of all, there's news that obviously, you know, Harry Kane is still in Singapore with the team. Obviously, they couldn't play Leicester City because of a waterlogged pitch, but I'm not going to get into that. I just think that's wasted energy and breath. But there were reports that apparently Harry Kane's wife was seen in Bayern Munich potentially looking at houses. And I'm just like, this is just the most bargain barrel news that you could ever hear. I just don't know what to believe about it. Like she's happened to be in Munich maybe and is looking at a house. Like, what is this? What is this? Like selling sunset news? Like, I just find it embarrassing that these stories just get weight, and I just find it's just lazy journalism, really, and I just can't understand, like, why it's even, like, making news. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I've got a journalism degree, and if you're doing stories like this, I just find it absolutely laughable. But anyway, apparently, so Bayern are set to make an offer for Harry Kane reaching the €100 million mark. So that is obviously, as I say, going on in the background. But to add fuel to the fire, Bild reporter Max Schrader in Tottenham's press conference unveiled a Kane Bayern Munich shirt and just showed it to Ange Postecoglu to see if he got a laugh. And funny enough, Ange shut him down straight away and basically made him look like a right mug. Like, it didn't get any laughs. Like, it's in a press conference with 4 people. Most of the reaction I've seen on social media, even like neutral fans, have not really found it funny. It's just so disrespectful. It's unreal. Like, I imagine if, say, this was any other club like Arsenal, Chelsea, and, you know, a Bayern Munich journalist turned up and unveiled a shirt with like Bruno Fernandes for United, or I don't know, Raheem Sterling for Chelsea, someone like just any random player, that team would be furious. And I just think it's an absolute joke. And I don't know if it's because of, like, when it comes to European football and journalists, they seem to be more passionate about their teams. In England, I'd say, you know, a lot of people don't really, like, journalists don't show or let on what team they really support. It's kept quite, like, secret because, you know, they've got a reputable job on the table. You know, they've got to be, you know, balanced and offer, you know, balanced arguments and debates and opinion. But when it comes to European football and European reporters, it seems to go out the window completely. And a lot of these journalists, like, twerk for the big teams. It's like, just have a day off. Like, what are you getting out of this? Oh, some Bayern Munich fans are going to be like, oh, like, you've spent probably about £100 to print that shirt out, and he might not join yet. I just think it's actually just embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Like, imagine if that was the other way around. Like, imagine if we were linked with a Bayern Munich player, say Goretzka, and I turned up to the press conference with a Tottenham Goretzka shirt. Thomas Tuchel's not going to like that. He'd probably ask me to get escorted out of the room. It's just, I just think it's embarrassing. And that journalist's name now, Max Schrader, I think his name's a bit in the muds. Like, I feel like it's just petty. It's just embarrassing. It's not really funny. You've wasted your money on a shirt, even though this Bayern Munich shirt looks horrendous. And no one cares. No one cares. Just buy and put your bid in, and then see if Daniel Levy accepts it. But I just think what you've done there is just, it just makes, you know, it's not even a funny viral clip. It's just not good. It's just lazy, and you haven't even probably got headlines out of it. So I was meant to end the video there, but late last night, more Kane news broke over this crazy weekend for Tottenham and Harry Kane, and it said that Tottenham owner Joe Lewis. Now, we don't hear usually from Joe Lewis a lot, but you know, this is a big story for the football club. So Tottenham owner Joe Lewis has told Daniel Levy that he must sell Harry Kane this summer if he doesn't sign a new contract. So there's an ultimatum now on the table about Kane's future. And apparently on top of this, Bayern are set to make a third bid for Harry Kane. Total package expected to be close to 100 million euros. Bayern have not to date been given a price by Daniel Levy, who is still hoping Kane signs that new deal. So there's this ultimatum then on the table. I'm also seeing stuff that Man United now might go back in for Kane as well. So it's just getting silly season. I still don't know what's going to happen, but I can't see Kane signing that new deal. I just can't see it happening. Maybe he'd keep his options open a bit, but then like later in the window. But then do Tottenham and Daniel Levy and Joe Lewis / Enoch really want to keep it dragging on all summer? We might want to get a replacement in. So yeah, it is mind-boggling at this stage. What's going to happen next, and just will he sell to Bayern for a lesser fee than he wants Levy? Will he really hold out for closer to 100 million euros, pounds, sterling? I don't know what currency we're dealing with anymore, but yeah, it's just getting a bit confusing. And you know, Kane started the first game of the pre-season. He was set to play against Leicester before the pitch was waterlogged, but now, yeah, with this news, it seems that the effect has been shifted over to Kane, and it's sort of the owners saying, well, this is what you've got to make this decision now. We're not making this decision. You know, we don't want to be public enemy number one. It's on you now to maybe see what the fans think about your decision instead of us having to really make the decision. So, yeah. So it was a bit of a hectic weekend in regards to Harry Kane. But let me know. I seem to ask this question every so often on my videos. Will Kane stay? Will he go? Will he sign a new deal? What have you made of all the stuff I've gone through today? The searching for houses in Munich, the journalist being an absolute joke, this story that broke late last night. I've jumped back on to re-edit the video to add this bit in because, you know, I have to talk about it. But if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, smash the subscribe button. We're closing in hopefully on 1,000 subs, so help me get there sooner rather than later, and I'll see you all on the next one. Ciao.